I've got 20 minutes more office time, and I want to record this video and tell you how I think future teams will get things done and what is unique about Noor, what the app we're building for team chat. You see, every now and then people are fed up with like current solutions, Slack, and they seem like to not care about the people who are using the app, like several hours every single day and doing the most important thing, keeping in touch with our team, making decisions, communicating important stuff, brainstorming ideas for the next iPhone. And this is important. I have no idea of why we don't pay enough attention to these tools, but we are here to change that. The app we're building is built to be stress-free. It's built so you're in control of your mind state. People don't steal that from you via notifications, constant pings, constant questions from answering 4 different chats in real time. And the app works with you. Like, each part of the app is built around the workflows we use. I do design engineering. I'm part of a team. I do remote work. I work at the office, and I know it's like super simple what needs to be done, but nobody did it because they're focused on enterprises. So we're building an app that's like very fun to use. It's exciting. It's inspiring to spend your days in, and it's simple, and it has all the features we need. Something that bothered me personally is like choosing between Slack and an Async app. That doesn't make sense. I don't want my conversations to be split in 2 apps. So in Noor, you have both. It's a spectrum. It's not a binary choice. I want to be sync in the morning. I want to be async the next hour for 3 hours. I don't want to be disturbed at all. And then I want to chat with my team. I want to brainstorm with my team, pre-program. So on the chat side, everything is a thread. In Noor, threads aren't just like channels. You can just create something for any topics. For example, decide on logo v2, and bam, we can have all the conversations, and I can mention people. They will see the new threads in their sidebar when I mention people. And if I don't mention them, they will just see this counter. So they're not disturbed, but they can be on top of any thread happening in the team. So everything is around a thread. And it's like optimized for long form typing. More on that later. You can close them once you're done with them. And so you can keep things open that are needed right now. And we have an inbox here. You can see we have chats. These have forwarded messages that aren't shown. We'll fix that in the next update. So in Noor, the default assumption is you are focused and in deep work, doing things that makers do. So you don't see a focus button or snooze notifications, oh my God, in the app. And you can keep only the spaces, the workspaces you care about open. Even you can close this and only have 1 chat open and keep it focused. And you can even hide the sidebar. So it works with you. It's not against you. It doesn't trick you into using it more. And notifications are off by default. So you can enable them for @mentions. You can enable them for replies. But it's super simple, like right here. But you can keep them none. Why? Because we have something really special here. But, okay, let me show it to you. We have this wave here. If I want someone's attention on this message right now, this is important. I can tag them. And when I tag them, they will get a notification for this particular message. Let's do it on this message, because I don't think on the task we show it. Okay, you can see this. So they can keep their notifications off and only get notifications for things that are pressing and urgent. Otherwise, I will just @mention them. @mentions in Noor are special. Let's take a look. I think I want a review on my design from Dina. And when I want that, I have three options. Send it silently. I know they keep notifications off. I can trigger a notification, but in Noor, we're thinking about the third option, at mention them without a notification. So whenever they open their app, they have a section in their sidebar here. It says mentioned, and they say things that are that need their attention, but not in particular at the moment. They can catch up later, but they are mentioned on every place they are needed, and they don't need to go through like hundreds of messages if they've been in focus for a couple hours. So add mention freely. Because we have the explicit notifications, you can assume it's off by default. Another cool thing is that is very exciting, but also respects your focus, is checkmark. We don't have read receipts, and that's because we don't want you to be stressed to open a chat, because you don't want them to have the impression that you have to reply right now. So we added this. Whenever you see a message, acknowledge it, like by a checkmark, press it. It's simple. We use it a ton on mobile. On our iOS device, we just double tap and you get this checkmark. And because I might have seen, I might have opened this chat and seen this message, but still I haven't acknowledged it. I haven't read it. I don't have time. I'm on the go. And in an hour, I can mark the checkmark now. It's explicit and it's fun. Another thing that teams with time zones add a stress to their days is having to think about multiple time zones. We have these time zones in the sidebar, and these are super handy and beautiful. So these are automatically synced whenever people travel, and I can see people's time here. We optimize for writing a lot. So you can see we have split views. I can open a split view here. I can type like full markdown stuff here. And oopsie, I can get to a block code. I can add headings, how to do this, and link to other threads, logo. Oh, it's closed. UI, UX bugs, please check this out. And I can, like, we have like bold, it's like everything. And like we don't want you to worry about opening multiple apps for just writing a simple memo or note to a friend. So you can just use Noor for quick writings. And we embed the things that we're adding more embeds. Currently Loom, link previews for Notion, linear, you connect your linear, and Figma, we care about tools you use to be like ready at hand. You don't have to second guess what this link is. And my favorite is a native video player that has picture-in-picture mode. I love this one. This is really exciting. I love this. And one unique advantage of Noor is we want you to minimize back and forth. This is important for us because if you get 20 async text messages over the course of 3 hours and you know the teammate is blocked, you can't like shut it down, not pay attention. They are blocked and they can't move forward for 3 hours and you are the only one to unblock them. You can't ignore that. And these messages over the next 3 hours will like destroy your focus. So one thing we care about is you should be able to click here, like actually if you go beside them, but I don't want to join a voice conversation, you can start talking to them, enable your microphone, 5 minutes of voice chat, and bam, you're done. No misunderstandings, no bad tones, and quick back-to-back conversations, question, answer. They are unblocked. You can even share your screen and go over the issue at hand. And then you can focus for the next 2 hours and 55 minutes. That's a better choice, but this is not talked about in like the community. People just say async first. Okay, we love async, but there is a case for sync, and every company that you respect for async work and knows this, that there is a case for async conversations. You can pause and read this. We have like tasks that replace stand-up bots, but more on that in my tweets. This is another part that I want to tell about. You can choose your presence level. From by default, you're async. You can go to high bandwidth mode by joining in the grid and marking yourself as presence. You can go into zero mode, that is like fully isolated, no avatars. And in your menu bar, we have a feature that shows online avatars, the 3 people. No 100 badges, no notifications, zero notifications. And people see that you're in this mode, so they can respect that. And this is like something great. People will enjoy that. Okay, you're focused for 2 hours. They can ask you later. It's like super crystal clear with your team that what is your current presence level. And by putting you in control, you're not stressed. You're not missing out on anything. The team moves fast, and it's a win-win. And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching this. It got slightly longer than I anticipated, but hope you enjoyed it. And follow along as we are building Noor. And yeah, see you.